Language in the classroom. Nature of classroom discourse and significance of language. CPS 1 Odisha B.Ed and Education Honours. Language in the classroom. Nature of classroom discourse and significance of language. 1. Introduction. Language is at the heart of all teaching and learning. It is not just a medium through which knowledge is transmitted, but also a powerful tool that shapes thinking, social interaction, identity formation, and academic success. In the classroom, language plays a central role in organizing learning, developing understanding, managing behavior, and building relationships. The classroom discourse refers to the pattern and structure of language used in classroom communication between teachers and students. Understanding the nature of classroom discourse and the significance of language in classroom interactions is critical for effective teaching and for ensuring inclusive and meaningful learning for all students. 2. Concept of language in the classroom. Language in the classroom is not limited to speaking and listening. It includes a wide range of verbal and nonverbal communication used during teaching learning processes, including teacher explanations, student responses, questions and answers, classroom instructions, group discussions, written assignments, gestures, pauses, tone of voice, and body language. In a multilingual and multicultural country like India, and in Odisha in particular, classroom language dynamics are influenced by linguistic diversity, dialects, and varying language proficiencies among students. Therefore, the teacher must carefully manage language to promote equitable participation and cognitive engagement. 3. Nature of classroom discourse. A. Definition of classroom discourse. Classroom discourse refers to the language interactions between teachers and students during classroom activities. It includes the structure of talk during lessons, patterns of initiation, response, and feedback, how knowledge is constructed through dialogue. It is essentially the language culture of the classroom, shaping how learning occurs. B. Key features of classroom discourse. Teacher-student interaction. Traditionally dominated by the teacher. Often follows the IR pattern: initiation, response, evaluation. Teacher initiates a question. Student responds. Teacher evaluates, corrects, or praises. Asymmetrical power dynamics. Teacher often controls who speaks, when, and how long. Students may feel discouraged from questioning or speaking freely. Use of academic language. Classroom discourse uses specialized vocabulary and structures. Children from different language backgrounds may struggle with unfamiliar terms. Code switching. In multilingual classrooms, switching between languages, example or English, is common. Helps in explaining difficult concepts and maintaining classroom control. Formality and structure. Compared to casual conversation, classroom discourse is more structured and formal. More focus on correct grammar, pronunciation, and content accuracy. Purpose-driven. The discourse serves specific educational purposes like explaining, questioning, scaffolding, motivating, assessing, and managing behavior. Interactive or monologic. Discourse can be dialogic, interactive, or monologic, teacher-centered. Best practice encourages dialogic classrooms that promote student voice. 4 types of classroom discourse. Type of discourse. Description. Instructional discourse. Used to teach, give directions, and present information. Evaluative discourse. Used to assess student responses, correct errors, and provide feedback. Discursive discourse. Free-flowing discussion among students, often in group work or peer learning. Organizational discourse. Used for maintaining discipline, transitions, and classroom management. Reflective discourse. Encourages students to think deeply and express personal insights. 5. Importance of language in the classroom. A. Medium of learning. All subjects, science, mathematics, social studies, are taught through language. Understanding concepts depends on how clearly they are explained. Students who don't fully understand the classroom language struggle to grasp the content. B. Tool for thinking. Language shapes thought. As per Vygotsky's sociocultural theory, children use language for inner speech and thought development. Higher order thinking, analysis, reasoning, problem solving depends on rich language input. C. Social interaction and inclusion. Language allows interaction with peers and teachers. Helps in building relationships, collaboration, and emotional expression. Inclusive use of language, example acknowledging home languages, makes students feel valued and confident. D. Cultural transmission. Through language, values, customs, and norms are transmitted. Classroom discourse reflects societal attitudes and power structures. Its assessment and feedback. Classroom language is essential in asking questions, giving tests, and providing feedback. Clear and respectful language motivates learning, harsh or confusing language discourages participation. 6. Challenges in managing classroom discourse. 1. Linguistic diversity. Students in Odisha classrooms may speak tribal languages, Kui, Sora, Bonda, or dialects, Sambalpuri, Baleshwari. Teachers use standard Oriya or English, which can create language gaps. 2. Monologic teaching. Overuse of lecture-based teaching limits student voice. Students become passive listeners rather than active learners. 3. Unequal participation. Some students dominate classroom talk, others are silent. Students from marginalized or non-dominant language backgrounds may not participate confidently. 4. Gender and social barriers. Girls or children from low-income or tribal families may hesitate to speak in formal language. Classroom discourse can unintentionally reproduce inequalities. 5. Lack of code-switching skills. Some teachers lack skill in translanguaging or code-switching. Strict use of one language, usually school language, hinders understanding. 6. Rigid evaluation patterns. Excessive focus on correctness discourages creativity. Students fear speaking due to risk of punishment or humiliation. 7. Strategies for effective classroom discourse. To ensure inclusive, engaging, and effective classroom language use, teachers must adopt the following strategies. A. Promote dialogic teaching. Encourage open-ended questions, peer interaction, and student-led discussions. Shift from IR to IRF, initiation, response feedback, that builds on student thinking. B. Use multilingual practices. Use home language or regional dialect when necessary. Provide translations, glossaries, and contextual explanations. Use visuals and gestures to aid comprehension. C. Create a safe linguistic environment. Avoid mocking or correcting students harshly. Encourage students to express in their own words. Praise effort, not just accuracy. D. Ensure equal participation. Use think, pair, share, group activities, and rotations to give every child a chance to speak. Ask questions to students of all backgrounds, not just the fluent speakers. E. Language scaffolding. Break down complex language into simpler chunks. Use examples, analogies, and repetition. F. Inclusive use of language. Integrate stories, songs, and idioms from students' linguistic and cultural backgrounds. Allow students to share experiences in their home language and gradually connect it with school language. G. Training and reflection. Teachers must undergo language awareness training. Reflect on their own classroom talk: who speaks, who stays silent, and why. H. Use of technology and media. Multimedia tools with audio, visuals, subtitles can enhance language comprehension. Educational videos in both Oriya and English help bridge the gap. 8. Role of the teacher in language-rich classrooms. AB.ed. Trained teacher must be a language role model, using clear, respectful, and expressive language. Understand students' language backgrounds and adjust accordingly. Use inclusive language that promotes cooperation, inquiry, and critical thinking. Monitor their own talk time, avoid overtalking, and let students participate. Use classroom language as a learning resource, not just a communication tool. 9. Relevance to NEP 2020 and NCF 2005. NEP 2020 promotes mother tongue local language as medium of instruction till at least grade 5. Encourages multilingualism and experiential learning. NCF 2005 advocates for constructivist pedagogy and emphasizes the need for classroom language that promotes dialogue and student participation. 10. Conclusion. Language is not merely a medium of instruction in the classroom, it is the very means by which learning takes place. The nature of classroom discourse directly influences what students learn, how they learn it, and how they view themselves as learners. In multilingual classrooms like those in Odisha, effective use of language requires sensitivity to students' linguistic and cultural contexts. Understanding classroom discourse patterns, reducing linguistic hierarchies, and encouraging inclusive communication are essential to building an equitable classroom. When language is used thoughtfully and reflectively, it becomes a powerful force for transformation, enabling all students to participate, engage, and succeed.